And
Here
this
we
is
go.
how we do it on
You
the
don't
Donna
get
Smith Show.
boy, she did.
On the Donna Smith Show.
She went
And this
on
is
the
how we do it on
uh,
the Donna Smith Show.
that was
Hey, hey, on the Donna Smith Show.
countdown
Hey, hey. And this
without the
is how we
countdown.
do
I
it.
know we didn't get no warning, but that's how we do it.
All right.
Hey,
We here
We
though.
did it, y'all. We did it. First off, I want to say I apologize to my viewing audience out there. Technical difficulties for sure. The devil is a liar, okay? We are live now. I tell you, I tried everything in the world to get off of there, and it just didn't happen. But thanks to our technical John here with all his direction and my hey girl and everybody trying. Hi, how you?
Hello.
Good.
Everybody trying to be so patient with me. I want to welcome everybody to the show this evening for Grown Folk Talk, Table Talk as I call it. And I'd like to say, before we get started, I want you guys to know that we talk about a host of things. Wait, let's let our couple do their thing right quick. Y'all done? Y'all finished? Y'all good? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's all right. It's all good. That's what couples do. They talk. Anyway, anything we discuss today, you guys, and talk about here on the show on Table Talk with Donna Smith, grown folks, trust me, it's not to offend anyone. We are here to have grown folk dialogue. And if this is not for you, a question or topic or whatever, we understand if you just fall back, but fall back in. Because we're going to be right here waiting on you. And I guarantee you, it's going to be something that's going to entice your senses when we get it going, for real. But welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining in this evening. My panel is so lovely to always see you guys. Let me pour my cup of water right here so we can get our toast to the hostess with the mostest and to the world tonight. Oh, I got more than a...
There's no plug to them.
They go a lime-a-rita. I used to have one of them. Them things is potent.
Mm-hmm.
I had one of them before. It's 8% alcohol in them things.
Mix that with this Parrot Bay shot.
You know
right?
what? See, I almost spoke too soon.
All right, let's toast first. Let's toast. Clean, clank.
We'll clink.
Jonathan keep funny by putting vodka in his bottle, but that's okay.
They put it in coffee.
I had some water, okay? And I had some coffee. And where my coffee at, grown folks? Where my coffee at?
Yeah, where my coffee at?
So anyway, yeah, JJ. So before we get started, tell us about what you got now. You got the lime-a-rita, and you have...
I got the Parrot Bay shot here.
The Parrot
It's coconut.
Bay. Now, what is that actually? It's a coconut?
Parrot Bay rum, right?
I think this is brown. I just got it from 7-Eleven. They had some shots at the counter. I was like, are these for individual sales?
7-Eleven, you liable to be getting anything. You better be careful, my brother.
Oh, no, this 7-Eleven legit.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, okay.
A big gulp. That's not what they mean by big gulp.
Oh, okay. Oh, big gulp? Big gulp. That's a different type of situation.
I don't mess with the ices no more. I used to. I don't mess with them.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's too much sugar. If I'm gonna have all that sugar, might as well have alcohol with it.
Yeah, y'all might as well. Y'all just too grown for me. You guys, I want to thank all of you for being here this evening. And I want to also ask, is it anything you guys would like to share? Anything you're going through? Anything you've been through? Anything you went through? Anything you think you're anticipating going through? Is everything good with you?
I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful to. It feels good to wake up every morning and be like, "Oh, I'm not in a motel. This is my apartment. I don't have to pay rent every week." You know what I mean? Like, I just paid rent and I didn't mind. It was like, okay, here you go. It's a whole nother month. You know what I mean?
Once a month, huh? And then you done with it, huh?
I'm done with it,
Yeah.
and I can make my other moves. I can pay my other bills and stuff. And
that's a blessing because
especially when it's trying times right now. It's a lot of COVID going on. It's a lot of
yes.
now they got that monkeypox going on. They got a whole bunch of different stuff going on, and I'm not exposing myself to that. I'm just staying in the house.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
grateful to have a
You gotta
job where I
stay
don't have to
out
go
of it.
nowhere. Yeah. So I'm just in a state of gratitude. I'm always in a state of celebration. And this is the last day of July, which is my birthday month. So I celebrated all
Yeah.
month.
Yeah,
So
well, happy birthday to you and all of that. I saw that you was getting down, getting jiggy with it, and
that's why I was
you
only posting memes all month because I was turning up every other day.
yeah, and you
It's
just
time
turned the big 35, right?
no, I just
You
turned
35?
36. I'm 36.
Oh, you didn't went over the hump. You
Mm-hmm.
36 now.
36. Yep.
Oh, watch out now.
I just met a
Yeah,
20-year-old. I just met a 20-year-old that looked older than me, and I was like, "See, I'm
yeah, that
good.
will happen, and it
I'm
will make
good."
you appreciate that the living the decent lifestyle that you've chosen to keep. Because people don't realize, and I'll just say this briefly, that certain things that you do and partake in can put you through a realm of a really rough life, and it starts to show.
Mm-hmm.
Some people age gracefully, but they've also had less of that, wild lifestyle too. But you run into somebody who was heavy drinkers or druggers or, stressors or whatever the situation is, it begins to show on your outer persona. And so you gotta thank God. Even when I run into people I went to school with, they know my first, last, and middle name, and they, hey, Donna Greer, how are you? And I'm looking and I'm saying, who, who is
Who is
that?
you?
And you gotta really look. It's like, I know that face a little bit, but who is that? And sometimes you run into that situation. So you just gotta thank God and
Yes.
continue to take care of yourself and live as decent and stress free as you can, because stress is the number one killer, you guys. It is the killer in all shapes and forms.
Yes.
Heart, your mind, your physical appearance, your health, everything. When stress gets embedded too heavily within you, everything starts to kind of go haywire. So you want to try to find that medium in that peaceful space. Gareth, you been okay?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
You doing good? You and wifey, everything good?
Yeah.
Y'all having a baby?
No.
Y'all trying to make a baby? Yeah, you try. That'd be nice to try to make one, huh?
No, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just had to throw that out there. Don't mind me. You know me. You know how I am. John, what's going on with you, my brother? You all right?
Everything good. Everything good.
Everything good?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
each
cool, you
day at a
smooth?
time. Yeah, each day at a time.
Take it one day at a time and just, man,
Mm.
just learn how
Enjoy
to
each
tread water
moment.
so you don't drown. You don't want to drown, okay?
And just take. I was just telling somebody, a lot of times we always use the expression, life is too short, you know. Life is too short, but we don't do nothing. We don't do nothing regarding that. We say it's too short, but we don't live like that. We don't take time to allow ourselves to go and experience other things or go do things. We becomes, I know you need your job, but you're not a slave to your job. You can take some time or even to yourself from your home or whatever and enjoy life.
I agree.
Do some things. Don't let this stuff worry you down.
Yeah.
We go to
Because
work and we
everything will,
working.
yes. It will weigh you down if you're not careful. And, I had some people that was dear to me, say, by me going on vacation recently, was like, so much going on. Why you put yourself out there for? Look, we have got to live our lives, you guys. We have got to live our lives. You only have one chance, one time around this particular rodeo, right?
I
You
vote for
can't
that.
avoid everything that's going on around us. It's going to be there. I don't care if you travel to Timbuktu or you go to your grocery store down the block. There's stuff everywhere. You have to try to practice precautions, keep yourself safe, sanitize, do what you got to do. But you cannot isolate yourself from the world and living. You cannot do that, And I just got me some more echinacea golden seal. I used to take that on a regular basis. So I just got some more of that. I'm going to start taking that again. That's really good too for your immunity. That echinacea, the golden seal root, the root. You want to get the root. Do that one. And always my vitamin C, my zinc, stuff like that. And just try to keep yourself with your immunity built up to the best of your abilities and not be allowing stress to bombard you. Stress that you can eliminate. Now, it's certain stressors we can't help. We lose a loved one, or somebody becomes sick close to us, or we become sick. I mean, certain things you can't avoid, but those stressors that you can avoid and do something about, dismiss them. Choose your battles. You feel me? And sometimes that may even be cutting a few people off, cutting a few close people off. Hello.
But that's healthy.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? And it's not saying dismiss them totally where I don't know you, but it's like, hey, how you doing from a distance? Hey, what's up? Yeah, you have a good one. Okay, bye. See you later.
I do
You
what I
gotta
call
just do it
I do
differently.
a purge every year. I try to delete at least 20 friends off my friends list every year. If you ain't posting nothing or commenting on nothing, you gotta go.
And some people, as far as social media, some people are seekers and lurkers and lookers. They just want to be in your world, looking, seeing what's going on, and they want to be the first to slam dunk you if they can. If something ain't, if something's out of whack. But when something's good, they ain't got nothing to say. They ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that true, Guru? They be in the backdrop, quiet, watching, and you wonder how they know about that. They watching everything you do, but they not complimenting and congratulating on the good. But the minute you drop the ball for a minute, because see, if I drop the ball, I'm going to pick that sucker up so fast, you ain't going to even hear it bounce, okay? That's just how I get down. The ball ain't staying down on that flow. If I fall, I'm not staying down on that flow. I'm getting back up. But there is watchers, seekers, and lookers out there. So, you have to use your judgment to how you're going to let people be a part of your arena. Okay? That's the lesson of the day. Right. And I had a question too that I had posted on Facebook, and it was very interesting. We're going to talk about, I'll just talk about it now, but it was that, it was saying at what point in your life would you choose, at this point in your life, would you choose money or love? And I asked people to be honest. And it was so interesting with the comments because a lot of people were saying that they would choose money. They would choose money over love. And some of those that were saying that, and it was men and women, some of those that were saying that are those who have had, bad experiences in love. They don't want to go back down that road. They rather have the money. Or some was saying, I already have the love. I already have all the love I need. Now I want to focus on the money. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to ask you guys, what's your take or what? How do you feel about this at this point in your life? Not overall. At this point, at this age, at this stage, what's more important to you?
You know what's the trip? I'm just gonna say this. They said money. It didn't say a certain amount of money, did it?
Mm-mm.
Just said money.
Mm-hmm.
And people said money. That gotta show you how hungry and how people, when it comes to money, you know, when it comes to money, it's just the first thing. Oh, I'll take the money.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't even give you a value. You know,
they didn't say 5,000. They didn't say 10,000. They didn't say a million. They didn't
I
say
can
a
see
dollar
if somebody
amount.
say, "Would you take love or $2 million?"
Yeah, I was waiting on the value.
Now you're enticing someone, but for someone to just say, "Oh, I'll take the money," it's already set that
here's
they're not
$5.
gonna
Bam.
go the other.
So do you think that they've already dismissed the opportunity of love to be embedded in their lives at this time? But or it could be those who already have love, you know. But let's move them to the side. Okay, if you got love, you're blessed, you're lucky. Maybe you want to focus on something else. But when it comes down to those who have to be in a position to choose, perhaps you don't have the love, perhaps you don't have the money. What would you take? And I'm talking about a significant amount of money, not 5, 10, 15, $20. I'm talking about a significant amount. You know, enough money to be comfortably endowed, blessed.
How can you put a value on that? And then something. So I say this: if it was love, don't hurt you. The relationship wasn't good. It's not that love wasn't good. Love probably wasn't even present.
Mm-hmm.
You just used the word love. So love don't hurt you. So the relationship wasn't good, and don't know what party, did what, but each party plays a role anyway. So really, you can't. It's really based on what took place between them two people. It has nothing to do with love. And then, so then money runs out. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Love don't run out. Hello. You heard me, JJ?
What you say,
Yeah, I heard you.
Garrett. Go say it, Garrett. Garrett want to say it. All right.
I know with the money. I mean, I know with the love.
You going for the love?
Yeah, I know with the love. Meanwhile, they letting me out. If I get the money, and I get the love, and the money, and I lose all my money, I lost my love, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So if your money is gone, you may lose your money being tangible, being something that you can have this minute and it be gone tomorrow for whatever reason. Then you don't have that anymore.
Right.
But if you have a genuine love that will be in here forever, that's forever. That's not going nowhere. That's not going nowhere, regardless of your state of mind or physical being, or what you have, what you don't have. Love is in here.
One thing about love, a love tracks only one thing. Right?
Say that again, John.
A love attracts only one thing, and that's love. Right? Money attracts a whole bunch of stuff. Money comes with a whole lot of things. Okay? And not only is it the money, but the effect of money on the person mentally, and things. Yeah, Garrett? One more time, Garrett.
love will keep us together.
Yeah,
Thank you.
brings every,
Yeah.
yeah, brings
See,
everybody
will
together.
bring
love,
will
love,
bring
bring people together.
Brings people
Yeah,
together.
But see, and I'm glad he say that because when love bring you together, who say you can't make money?
right.
Who say you
Right.
can't be a power couple?
Shout out to Music Soul Child for his
Come
song
on,
Love.
let's keep it right. You know,
Mhm.
that's
no,
right.
but
GKB.
you know who talk about love? Kim. Kim sing about love. How love
Yes,
you
he
can't
does.
do nothing about love. You can't run from it. You can't hide from it. When love comes, your name.
Mm-hmm.
With love,
Yeah,
Yep.
Kim
With
brings
love
it.
calls your name.
Kim
Yep.
brings the
he
heat.
brings it about it. And I'm gonna tell you,
Yes.
so love doesn't cause their problems. That's either the person you're dealing with or the choices you making and the decisions you making. But
Yes.
love ain't caused that. And like I said, love probably wasn't nowhere around. So you go interview love and love say, well, I don't even know where that cat lives.
So you saying love was nowhere around when the money when
No, when this relationship was so sour to where you got to choose money over love,
okay,
because you
money or
feel you
love.
was hurt so love. Could you say love is the love hurt you? Love didn't hurt you.
So
It
you
was the
saying
choice
those
you
who
made.
have made the choice at this point in their life, excuse me, to choose money over love, perhaps have been hurt or jaded when it came to love at some point or another. I mean, what would
I
be
was
their
I was commenting when you made the statement that some people said they choose love because they've been hurt before by love. I mean, they choose money
Yeah,
because
they
love
said that.
hurt
Hey,
them.
Sharon.
Hey,
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 Sharon.
hey, Sharon, how you doing?
good, good.
We're talking
So,
about love versus money.
Yeah, I was looking at it a little bit on the YouTube channel, so I decided to join. Put in my little 2 cents.
Thank you for chiming
Yes.
in. Thank you. Yeah, this is a very deep, when I posted the question, some of the comments just intrigued me because there was, at this point in their lives, some of them were mature adults that have lived some life and they chose money over love. And we're just trying to discern or decipher, why would one want to choose money over the penetrating, long-lasting emotion of love that they could have with someone?
I think that I have some feedback. I think that because for one, if they've been in love before and they've had some really bad experiences with people, then and they need money, the state of the economy right now, they gonna choose money over love because of just the way that things are right now. That's not my answer. I'm just saying the reason why people are choosing money right now over love.
It could be their situation that they're going through, you're saying, because of the economy, because of maybe their situation, somebody who have just lost a job or
Right.
what have you. The last thing they're thinking about is loving somebody. They're thinking about where the next dollar's going to come from, right?
Exactly. Exactly. But
So,
I heard say that love lasts, but money doesn't. You can lose all that money in the blink of an eye, and you'll
that's
still
right.
have, the love. But
Mm-hmm.
if it's the right love, if the person that you're with is there and they
There
find.
it is. Say it again. If it's the right love, that's right. See, love. See, money can't hold your hand when the doctor tell you you got 3 weeks left.
Right.
See, money can't hold your hand. See, actually, money can't hold the hand of the one you so called in love with
Right.
when they going through whatever they going through. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta, remember I always say that when the wiser guy who I told you work up there at Home Depot, when he told you say love, love, when I say, oh, love, what love does is get you an aspirin and a glass of water when you didn't ask for it. See, love operates in a whole different fashion. Love deals with your well-being. Love deals with it deals with your happiness. It deals,
Yes.
it deals with your pain. It deals with everything. Money don't do that. And there's a lot of folks with money. And I mean, if they say in this time of my life, so now if we say, well, in this time of my life, and like Sharon was sharing about what's going on with the economy and things. Okay, you see people making that decision. And uh for some, I wonder if, making a decision based on that somewhere down the line, you kind of forget about that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you
Mm-hmm.
start to going through things because you go back into your routine of living life. And
Mm-hmm.
there's things within you and all kind of things that's gonna, all of a sudden come back to surface and things. And then now I hope you don't end up in a place of regret, especially going into your later years, because I mean, I feel I've never been married, but who say I can't get married, you know, and I don't care if it came at 70. It doesn't mean that I married this person hoping to be married to them for 40 years, but I married the person because I knew this was the one that I wanted to be joined with or that I was meant to be joined with. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, that money thing that I can see it being a toss up.
You guys,
Yeah, for some, based on their situation, as Sharon mentioned, it just depends on what's going on. And then for those, Sharon, who already have love, I saw some that was sharing, I already have love, so I'm going for the money.
yeah.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. I think I would want to have love again. And I don't care if I buried or if I had to put my wife to rest or whatever. I still want to love again, have love. But I always say love is so pop. Remember what Ice Cube say, shoot, make a what do you say? Make the project feel like a mansion. When love is in the house or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, shoot.
Okay.
Come on. Tuna fish sandwich and potato chips becomes a royal feast in that one bedroom apartment, which actually is your castle.
I
Shoot,
might have
that's
that for
what
dinner
love will
tonight.
do. That's
Yes,
what love would do. Shoot.
Love will
Love.
do. Yeah, love will move mountains. And, it's unfortunate for those who have been scarred in love and maybe their last encounter with love has been a bad taste. It kind of scars people, where they can't move forward wanting to take that chance again because they don't want to feel that again,
I just can't
you
see,
know.
I know you say I keep hearing, their bad experience in love. No, you were in love with the person, but your
Your
experience was
bandwidth is
the my
your
bad man.
bandwidth is tripping.
He sounds clear to me.
Oh, hello. So
He sounds
anyway,
crystal clear
Oh,
to
yeah,
me.
what that mean, JJ? You trying to be funny?
No, I'm just saying.
You just saying a whole lot, my brother. You saying
oh,
a whole-
when they were saying that they hurt in love, I still have a problem with that because you could have been in love with the other person, but it was the relationship that hurt you or the other person. It wasn't love.
Right, right. I agree with that. Did you? I don't know if you guys recently saw that Neo and his wife are splitting.
Yeah. I
And
heard he's really toxic too.
he cheated on her, and they just renewed their vows in April, and put him on blast and said that he's been cheating on her, having raw sex with other women. The
Oh
women
my God.
told her and showed her proof, and the other women have came and told her about his infidelity and stuff. And she has 3
Mm,
by him
They
mm,
just renewed their vows when?
in April
mm.
In April?
because she had left him. She left him.
So he made a public announcement of this?
She did. She
Oh
did.
my God.
And
See?
and yeah, left him because
And
he,
we, uh,
You're breaking up, Sharon.
Your bandwidth is breaking up,
yeah,
sweetheart.
oh, y'all didn't hear what I said?
no,
Yeah,
No,
we
not
we
the
we
we
last
heard.
heard
part.
that.
I said that they had broken up. She left him before for the same reason, and he's still doing the same.
Mm.
Yeah.
See, and you know what? I want to say something because a lot of times, we always hear the same say, how can you love me? How can you do this or do that and say you love me? Let's be honest. Some people, you can be hurt by someone who loves you.
Oh, for sure.
No, someone can truly love you and can still have the capability to hurt you. Just because you was hurt by them doesn't necessarily uh make it a fact that they didn't love you, because a lot of times we have to be careful because in that that usually is not exposed because sometimes we do get blind in love where we can't see nothing, no wrong. We don't have no antennas up. Not saying that you need to be on
Mm-hmm.
alert or whatever behind someone, but you should put it this way, anything that disrupts your spirit, you need to question yourself or question whatever about it.
Yes.
But someone
If
who
it
loves you can
is
hurt you.
disrupting your spirit.
That's right.
That's the
Well,
statement right there. When it makes your spirit feels all wiggly wiggly, off balance. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
because you
question
shouldn't
right
have to
there
follow.
because
You shouldn't.
it's not worth all that. It's not
Mhm.
worth. Yeah, your bandwidth tripping too, John.
No, I just stopped. No, I was just saying, yeah, you shouldn't have to,
Can you see
you
him,
know,
JJ?
yeah,
when you
he's
in
crystal
love,
clear.
yeah, when you in love, you shouldn't have to like chase or concern. Like I said, you don't have to be doing no investigation because you should have honesty and trust anyway.
I was just
But
about to say
that's
that.
why, yeah, that's why it's when your spirit gets acting up, that's when, and until that, if it ain't no knock at the door, don't answer it.
Don't
Right?
answer it. That's right. That's right. Well, that was the interesting discussion because the love over money thing. It was just interesting. And I had men and women both saying money, and I expected for the mature folks to really be putting out love. Maybe the younger, money, 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 money. But the older ones, I expect them to say love, but no, it wasn't like that. So it was very interesting to me. Um, is money the root of all evil?
Apparently,
I mean, you know what I'm
apparently.
saying? It's nothing
Okay.
wrong with having.
Make it clear. Oh, she froze. She
I'm froze.
froze. Now you back. There you go. Came
You
out of
freeze in and
coma.
out just briefly. Just
Who,
briefly.
me?
Just
I'm in the
yeah,
coma.
You doing
just a
like
little
that?
bit.
You know what?
Just a little bit. It goes in and out.
She
I
Anyway,
think we all having troubles. I think it switches. I think it does musical
nah,
chairs with us.
yeah,
that's
because
her.
Sharon keep coming in and out. Sharon
That's
But
keep
true.
coming on and off.
because you're the host, if yours is weakening, it can cause issues over it with everything else. She over there doing a mannequin challenge. Freeze.
Can you see me now? Anyway,
Janis, the black version of
love
Janis Joplin.
overpowers all.
You got me over
I
here
don't care
ugly
what y'all
laughing.
say. Give me some beans and rice and cornbread. And if I gotta eat that every day and have love in my heart and in my space, I'll take it.
Hey.
Because love is everlasting. Love is just something
Hey.
that it's magic. I mean, you can't even explain feeling and that blessing that you can get beyond that, especially when it's reciprocated. I'm not saying you loving that person and chasing them all over the world and they not loving you back. I'm talking about when you loving each other. And we could be sitting up eating cornbread, beans, and rice every day, but we got that love. I'm good. Now I may say, baby, why don't you save your money for the year so I can get that Gucci purse for Christmas? I may
But
say that every now and again, but otherwise,
see how love
it's
can
about
save.
it's about the love with me. I want money to be comfortable. I want to live comfortable. I want to be able to, do things I need to do with the money. Yes, I'm not saying that I just want to, but for me, love is that's most powerful at this stage in my life. When I was 25, I might have been saying something different, but right now, give me that love, Jones, baby. Give me that love, Jones, baby.
COVID let us know who was in love and who wasn't.
Yeah, because half the folks broke up because they couldn't stand each other. They couldn't be in the same house with each other for too long. It was like,
they was killing each other. They was
like, why don't you go outside? Go outside. Well, no, I can't go out. Well, just go in the backyard. Go somewhere. Do something. Get away.
It's always what I learned is it's always good to change it up and be spontaneous. Stop doing the same thing all the time. When you do the same thing day in and day out, especially when you're stuck in the house like that, it's gonna wear on you. So change it up.
Mm-hmm.
Put on a costume. Put on a costume. Shoot, put on a blanket on your head.
A Marvel character.
Act like you're Superman. Put a blanket on and run around the house or something.
Now don't drive yourself crazy. But
wig on or something. You call me Pinky.
Put some chocolate. Put some chocolate syrup on it or something.
Lord.
Uh-oh.
I better not see you on TikTok.
Call me Pinky, baby. Call me Pinky, baby. Okay.
You don't want to be called Pinky.
Huh?
You don't want to be called Pinky.
Oh yeah. Forgot about Pinky. Can't forget about Pinky.
Not the Bay Area Pinky. No disrespect, but I'm just saying, with the pink hair, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go to our inquiring minds want to know question.
Take a sip.
All
right, I'm ready.
Okay, why do my friend's husband butt into the conversation and we are not talking to him? They do this all the time when we are on the phone and it burns me up. Why do men do this? And then when the woman gets off the phone, they have nothing at all to say to her.
That's the
man.
end?
Why y'all do that?
I don't do that. I don't do that.
No, I wanted to hear. I wanted to. Can you say it again? I want to make sure I understood that. I was expecting more. That's why I was silent.
It's saying my bandwidth is low. That's why it's tripping, huh?
It's low, but let's work. Let's work together. Let's work it out.
Let's work it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it says this. Why do my friend's husband always butt into the conversation and we are not talking to him?
Okay.
They do this all the time when we are on the phone and it burns me up. Why do men do this? And then when the woman gets off the phone, they have literally nothing at all to say to her.
She started out, my friend's husband. She said, my friend's husband does this all the time. Then she said, they do this all the time. Men do this. So
I've experienced this on the flip side. So
the man butting into the conversation
know.
when she's talking to her girl on the phone, but when she gets off the phone, he don't have nothing to say to her, or it could be vice versa.
Yeah, it's vice versa. Okay.
I don't do that stuff. I turn a deaf ear.
Why do you guys think this person need to know? Why do they do that? It burns them up. Why are they not talking to me when I'm off the phone, but got a ton of stuff that they want to ask me and talk about when I'm on the phone with my friends?
Well, first of all, this needs more. This needs more context than what we're given. First of all, but continue, Minister John.
Let's work with the context.
I was going to say. He said, why do they want to talk when me and my girlfriends are talking, but then not talk to me when I get off the phone? Maybe that when your girlfriend is talking with you, it's more interesting, but when he talks to you by yourself, it's not interesting.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not nice, John. That's not nice.
You said work with the you said work with the context that we got.
You're supposed to be giving them some good positive feedback.
I had to massage my shoulder on this one.
Try.
Y'all got to give them positive feedback. Gareth, you got to help them out. I know you.
I don't know. I ain't never be on the, like, get on. Why they talking on the phone?
I mean, maybe it's an attention seeker. Maybe they want the attention from their mate. And they may giving a lot more conversation and attention to their girl or they dude, and then they not talking to them at all.
Yeah,
it could be a jealousy thing.
Yeah,
that's possible.
So it's kind of like a jealousy attention thing. It's like, well, you got all this gift of gab for Shanat, Nene, but when you when me and you sitting up here, you ain't got nothing to say to me.
Yeah, you're not interesting then, but you interesting when you talking.
Well,
yeah, I'm ear hustling to you and Shanae. Y'all talking about some stuff.
Hey, but he probably when she on the phone with her girlfriend, he probably not talking to her. He probably somewhat indirectly talking to the girlfriend, the other girl, because the conversation interesting with her.
Yeah, I wanted to hear you, Sharon.
What you say, Sharon?
No, I was just saying that maybe the conversations that he have with her when they're alone are not as interesting, and the conversation that he's having with the girl, that she's having with the girl is more interesting. And he seems to me like he is just wanting some attention and being nosy.
Yeah. He could be nosy, and I think it's an attention seeker. I think it's something missing in their equation.
Yeah,
where they either have limited communication with each other, or maybe they just existing. Because some people coexist. They be in the same house, same space, same room, and don't say two words to each other. They just walk right by each other. They go over here, you go over here. You on the phone, they on the TV, they on the game, whatever it is. And they don't really connect.
They just roommates.
Yeah, they just roommates. So when they hear you on the phone with your friend and you have all this stuff to talk about, they could be jealous about that.
Right? For me, I got to be invited into the conversation. If I wasn't invited into the conversation in the first place, I'm gonna try to be quiet, even if I have something to say. But most times, I'm invited into the conversation. I'm in the room. I'm bringing in the meal, and my partner's on the phone with their family member, for example. And then they're like, oh, well, JJ just walked into the room. Hi, JJ, how you doing? What you got going on? Or did you just hear what I said? And I'm like, yeah, I heard what you said. I was trying not to laugh. I didn't want to interrupt what y'all was talking about. Then we all three in the conversation. That's sometimes that's how it flows, but it don't work for everybody like that. In this context, she want the husband to shut up and stay out the conversation, even if they got something to say. And that's all good and everything, but if y'all in a small space together, and if the husband hearing the conversation, he might have something to say, especially if he real talkative and very opinionated. He gonna have something to say, and that's the risk that you take. I think maybe the conversation should be had elsewhere. I mean, unfortunately, if you don't want the husband to hear the conversation, go in the car and have the conversation. Unfortunately, it's gonna look like, why are you going in the car to have a conversation? You trying to hide something? But at the same time, it's like you get your privacy, you get you get to laugh with your girlfriend and all of that. So there's that. But there's that on the flip side. Like I was talking to my friend the other day, and the girl butted in and was talking all kinds of smack, but instead of being negative like she was doing, I said, well, tell your girl I said hi. And then the girl was like, excuse me. and I'm over here like, why is it a negative thing that I'm having a conversation right now?
You didn't want to hear your hi.
Right, you didn't want to hear my hi. Well, how about I'm gonna say hi anyway, and I can hear you, and I can hear the negative stuff that you saying over on your end. How about that? I'm here. Oh well, we on the phone together. You know what I mean? We on the phone. You know, this is our conversation. So,
folks got issues. Some of them, I just don't understand. I mean, let a person respectfully have a conversation, but you need to have conversation with each other. I think that's what's going on with this couple here. They don't have communication with each other, apparently.
That's what it sounds
something is lacking.
That could have been my case too. Is maybe the girl was mad that her dude on the phone with me, we chilling or whatever, and he's like, well, why aren't you talking to me like this? And we here every day. I get that. That's possible.
Right.
But it's like, come on now, that's between y'all. I'm not in the middle of this. I get off the phone and get to these beats real quick and play some video games. It's not that deep. So
yeah, because you're not the one in the conversation. I mean, in the relationship.
Yeah, so I'm not in a relationship. I'm in my own
relationship. You're emotionally disattached. So they're the ones that's kind of dealing with this, and it's. I just think that if you work on the issues within your relationship first, then all these insecurities won't follow. You got to deal with what you're dealing with each other. There's definitely some insecurities there. If you're having a problem with your mate talking to a friend of theirs, and they're giving you limited conversation at home, it's an issue. It's an issue. Now I can see if you're getting conversation, it's insecurity. Like Sharon said. Now, if you're getting conversation with that mate and you still have issues with them talking to somebody else, then it goes even deeper. You got insecurity, control freak issues. You got all kinds of stuff going on. But you got to look at what's going on in your individual relationship first. Because if you're not giving your patient, if you're not giving your partner the time and focus, and you giving it to somebody else, how do you expect them to act or feel?
They allowing him in the conversation. Because if he's talking during the phone, but my thing is, I don't care if someone is sitting right next to me, their conversation is still private. Folks can turn their ears off. I'm not saying, there's a difference in hearing and listening. I can hear that. Ambulance coming down the street, listening, I can tell from the direction it's coming. So you can hear some conversation, but you don't have to listen. And so it's like when Sharon's saying that nosy, and some other stuff or whatever going on. He made a choice to listen on that count, but she should have cut him off, and that should be a part of establishment. Because in a way, I don't know if she's saying, "Oh, you was all in the conversation now, and now that we off the phone, you're not talking." But because I'm quite sure they probably talk some other times, but I think the thing is the whole fact of him getting a phone call, being part of a phone call, and that to me, I mean,
Because
yeah,
some
that's doing
partners
too
don't
much.
even want you on the phone when they're around. They don't want you. They get very jealous with you talking to your girlfriends or your dude friends
Yeah,
when
and
they
then
around.
that's a sign. Leave that person. That's what that
Leave them
is.
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah, ain't
That's a
Just
nobody
leave
sign.
running
them
my
alone.
phone. Ain't nobody running my
You
phone and
either
telling me
talk
what I
to
can't
him,
do. Oh
you either
no.
talk to him, or you leave that person. And it's not about running your phone, JJ, but it's about having this controlling mentality. So when they have this controlling mentality and they're also displaying some type of insecurity, and then they're depending on how they're reacting or telling you not to do something, that's not cool. Somebody gonna be throwing things up in there, you know,
Yeah, it's not
you don't
cool.
want that.
And we
Yeah, you
should be
should be
mature
able to
enough and
talk
yeah.
on your phone, sit your phone down, take it in the bathroom, take it in the shower. I don't care. That's what you should be able to do. A person who does who has a problem with that, it's something deep is going on.
I
Because
mean,
like it goes back to the
there's a
question.
fine line. I mean, if a person is receiving calls that's outside of work at 2 a.m. or Texas, that's gonna make you raise an eyebrow.
Yeah, that's
That's gonna make
different.
you wonder who is calling you this time of morning.
That's different. But if I get up, we sitting up watching TV, or you reading a book, or I'm reading a book, you watching TV, and then I get up, grab my phone, and go into the bathroom and use the bathroom, but it's a problem. You got folks like that where there's a problem with that. I might go in there and I might need to relax, so I play a I don't know, play some game on the phone or something.
While you use
You
the
know,
bathroom.
yeah, I might
Right.
catch up with my TikTok or something. I don't know. I'm
Right.
just saying. What's the
Right.
problem? But see, if I
What you
grab a
know about
magazine,
TikTok, John? What
but if
you
I
know about
grab a
TikTok?
newspaper or something and go in there to read, it ain't no problem.
Yeah.
See, we didn't let devices ain't the problem. The devices ain't the problem. It's the
It's
We live in
the
an
folks.
it's the
age
it's
now
the
where everything is on the
insecurity of the person.
telephone.
Yeah. Say it again, Sharon.
We live in an age now where everything is on your telephone. Your telephone is your computer. It's your banking statement is on there.
Mm-hmm.
Pictures, kids,
Mm-hmm.
all kind of stuff.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember somebody said to me, "Oh,
Your job information,
you got
logging
to use
into your
your
job.
finger," and I said, "Yeah, I got to put a lock on my phone. Why you put a lock on your phone?" Well, my banking apps are not going to allow. They're not going to function if there is not a lock on the phone. They're going to function.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some people
That's
feel
real.
that they have to password protect their phone because they have partners that will go into their phone and look at their texts and they and another thing, let's switch this to and I wish the best for this part this before I move on, this particular question. Thanks for sharing. But it goes deeper. Like we said, it goes into it's something going on in the relationship with your communication and the insecurities of that person to want to have a fit when you talk to your friend on the phone and why you're not talking to them after the fact or in between, you need to find out what's going on with that. What's going on with that. So, as far as social media, what is someone that you're seeing? You could be friends with benefits, it could be relationship status, it could be whatever it is. Someone you're seeing on social media unfriends you. What do you think about that? You started off being friends on social media, and then all of a sudden they unfriend you.
I had a friend do that to me once, and I didn't take it personally because I post a lot of ratchet memes. I post a lot of stuff that's funny and I'm not funny to everybody. The stuff that I post, but I like to post the ratchet memes. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
I try to teeter totter between the border of like Facebook jail. Like I'm like right there on the edge where I could
Yeah,
possibly go
you
to
are. You
Facebook jail.
should have been arrested a few times.
Yeah,
I wasn't
I'm
gonna
right.
bail you out either. You was gonna have to stay in there for a minute because you was doing a bit
Yeah,
much, my brother.
yeah, I be
But
doing a little
they
bit
be
much.
funny though. They do be funny. They be funny. So they
But
unfriended you because your memes be a little bit
yeah,
too much.
actually, they found out that they also found out that I was in a relationship, which was not a big deal, and I can openly flirt or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that.
Had you not
And
told them in the beginning of the friendship that you was
I
in?
told them, but they had some kind of hope that maybe I would leave the person that I was with and get with them. And I don't really know much about them.
Okay.
They were standing a little bit too much, and they got upset because I didn't respond to a messenger
Okay.
post at the end, so they unfriended me and blocked me, and I was like, oh well, good riddance, bye. But I didn't feel no type of way because it was like I'm good over here. What I need to worry about them for? But they were obviously really hurt and disappointed because I didn't pay attention to their message right then.
Yeah, I can get that. I mean, I can get where it would probably affect them in that
But
kind of
yeah,
situation.
I also have some older people on my Facebook. Like I got my kindergarten teacher on there, so she sees all my ratchet memes, and she's like, "Really? Like, hey, if you don't want to be on there, you don't have to be on there. But you know, it's not for everybody."
Get out the kitchen.
You kindergarten. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what my teacher is that was in the kindergarten, but
I got a good memory. I went and found her.
Wow, woo woo. Well, you guys, anybody else, have you ever been with somebody, like kicking it, and all of a sudden, they just feel that they need to take you off their page? Would it make you feel some kind of way?
Yeah, make you feel like something.
Like they trying to hide, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wouldn't you think so?
Yeah.
Especially if you started off being on there. I can see if you don't start off being Facebook friends and you just don't ever make it happen. But you started off being social media friends. And then all of a sudden, bloop, they take you off. What do you do?
It also depends on the depth of the relationship. Like why? If we just friends and we just kicking it, then I mean, and we're not, intimate or anything like that, then you have no reason to want to block me off your page if it's someone that, that you're seeing or that, is a friend. It depends on the relationship. But if you just, if you are intimate with that person and they kick you off and you guys have an argument or something, then they don't want you to see what's going on their page.
And if they kick you off and you're intimate with them and you are seeing them in that way, shouldn't it be temporarily? Shouldn't they put you back on eventually once you guys get through the storm?
Nope.
Who said no?
Me.
JJ said no.
Nope.
Why not, JJ?
Because first of all, it got so bad that it was like it got bad. Like this person went live.
Oh wow!
They'll never be back on my social media.
They went not about you.
They'll never be back on my social media. Not like that.
Okay. So what if it's somebody you in a relationship with? Like Gareth, you're married. You take your wife off your Facebook page, you about to be sleeping on the couch for about 2 months, dude. You already know that, right? Yeah. I mean, would that be right or wrong? I mean, you would have to explain to her. I mean, maybe if she was on there causing a whole lot of commotion, accusing you of being with other women and, liking this girl, that girl, maybe it became too much. So you say, well, I'm taking you off my page because that's not cool. Is that right? Or is that wrong for you to do that? Stop it, John. Stop it. I'm getting to you.
No, I ain't saying nothing.
You say stuff with your face.
Yes,
No,
you do.
no,
I'm
You
getting
got
to
me
you.
over here trying not to laugh.
the way she says stuff, I just was
That's
laughing.
true. It's the way
I
you
mean,
say
is
stuff,
that
Miss
right
Donna.
or is that wrong, Garib? I mean, what you what would you explain to your wife if you took her off your Facebook page?
I be like, honey, we only friends. Nothing. Friends.
You just friends, okay?
Friends. Nothing else.
And you would expect her to respect that and to believe that. And if she kept acting up on your page, would you take your wife off your page?
I named her on my man.
Or would you close down your social media altogether?
No, I named her on my man.
Or you would take your wife off. Bye-bye. Or would you take the other girl off?
I named the other girl.
Oh, you foul for that one.
See, he a smart man. He know what to say. He know what to say, y'all. He know what to say. So you would take the other girl off of the social media that your wife was having a problem with. Even though you've explained to her that you're just friends, but she's still having her intuition. So you would take the other girl off to appease your wife. I think that's good. That's good. I mean, I think that's a good thing.
Then God, we met you man.
You would call the friend back?
No. I would. We
respect.
Yeah.
It's about respect. Even though your wife is probably tripping, but you still gotta respect her, even though she's tripping, right?
Yeah.
Cause ain't nothing going on with you and the girl but friendship.
Right.
But you respecting your wife's feelings behind it, which you would want her to do the same for you.
Yeah.
If you had an issue about somebody, right?
Right.
Very interesting. John, what do you have to say about that? Do you think that that if your mate or your person you kicking it with all of a sudden unfriends you on social media, that it would be, you just have to take it like mine. Just take it.
First, what?
Or what you have to want to know.
I was
why.
just actually trying to see how many friends I so-called have on Facebook. It's like 308. And trust me, a high percentage of these people I probably don't even know, right? So this ain't got, I wouldn't know if you friended me or whatever. And if I did click it and accept something, I thought I just supposed to click okay. I don't know. But I don't even be on Facebook like that. Because
but you unfriended your girl. You unfriended your girl. You unfriended the one that gives you the clap and stuff. She gives it to you.
So did.
She gives it to you, and you went on and unfriended her.
I don't need to use no social media to try to hurt somebody's feelings or to make a statement. A grown man, I can make a statement. I can use my words and make it very clear. That's the problem with the thing. Oh, I'm unfriended. Oh, they unfriend me. Oh, they going. What? Are you serious?
So you think that people shouldn't trip on that unfriend and friend and
man?
When you feel some kind of way if somebody you've been tripping with?
I don't even look at it like that. I told you I had to look to see if I even had how many friends I even had.
You got some social media.
I thought I had about that bit. I got 308 Facebook friends, and a lot of them
more friends than me.
But a lot of them are probably from like when I look at them, all I see is memes all the way down the line. All I see is my family all the way down the line. Damn near.
I got mostly my family on mine too.
So
if you guys significant partner other tripped on you unfriending them, you just let them trip. They just tripping.
That just got to be what it is. Because for me, I got to protect my peace. That's first and foremost. If you can't if you can't respect my social media, we can't be on there anyway. That was my issue. Is you wasn't respecting my social media and you try to put me on blast allegedly. And it was like, nah, you're not gonna do that. So I took blocked everything. Nah, it ain't happening.
So Sharon, what you think? You think that, I mean, as a woman's perspective, us women, how do we feel, or how do you feel if your man all of a sudden unfriends you and you guys started off with being Facebook friends? Wouldn't it make you feel some kind of way?
Well, yeah, but it also would depend on the reason why they unfriend me. Like, um, a lot of women follow their mate's Facebook or Instagram page, and then they go and see where they following, who they following, and who's liking their pictures and doing all kind of detective work and stuff like that. And a lot of arguments come out of that from just women liking or men liking their mates pictures and stuff, and maybe comment under the picture and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it just it has to be an understanding, like, if you gonna be my friend, then you have to understand, just because I like somebody's picture don't mean that I like them, or that I'm trying to get with them, or that I'm having a relationship with them. It's just I like their picture. It's a nice picture. So
I mean, I think if it's dialogue going back and forth, honey, sweetie, baby,
yeah,
ooh,
that's
you
different.
look good today.
That's different.
Some
Oh,
open
that's
stuff
different.
like that.
What kind of stuff is that?
I mean, some people go there. They get flirt. They openly flirt, and they kind of disrespect the person that they're with by doing that. So that person starts saying, "Whoa, you're doing too much." Then when that person start questioning you doing too much, they unfriend you because they like, you tripping. I'm just being friendly with everybody. This is what I do. I'm a social butterfly, and you
But
tripping.
how friendly are you being though?
Mm.
Is the question. Are you seeing stuff that could possibly mean that you open up the door for something to happen, or are you just saying stuff in general?
Ooh, if you wasn't with so and so, if I wasn't with so and so,
And
I
the
would
thing
tap
about
that.
it, if some would be bold on your
Couples
page
court.
because they
Couples
know
court
you
with the
have
cutlass.
a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? They know you have a man or a woman and they want you. So they'll be bold on your page. But if they're going to be bold on your page in front of all your followers, can you imagine what they're doing in your inbox?
Right.
The
It goes
inbox
down in
is
the
probably
DMs.
on fire.
What's that?
You know what? Your inbox. When
Your
somebody send you
messenger?
a
The
messenger, yeah.
DMs. The
Well,
DMs.
can't nobody see it but you and that person.
Unless you
Is that
screenshot it.
is that messenger?
Yeah.
It could
That's
be
the
messenger.
messenger.
It could be messenger.
What I'm saying is that I guess some make the decision to unfriend because they feel like you're insecure, you tripping, you accusing them, and you making them look like a whatever on their page. So they just take you off. They still love you.
Or
They
you
still
too
want
close,
to.
or you too close to the truth.
Are you too close to finding out that he actually is, boning Shaniqua?
Or she riding Bobo. Just
Who's
be clear.
Bobo?
I don't know. Ask Shaniqua.
Okay, or he's riding. She's riding Bobo. Okay, so you're getting too close to figuring out. So, or Shaniqua may be trying to inbox you because they click on, like Sharon say, they can click on who's your friend, who's getting at you, and then they can go to their page if they don't have it set private for followers only, and they can look at all these different, and then they can be in your inbox.
Right.
Asking you what's up with you in my mind.
Y'all don't even have to be
Just-
friends for that. Y'all could just you could just
No, I
message
mean, if you
somebody.
can have your settings
Mm.
where people can only hit you if they're your friend or whatever. But some people just have it wide open. You can send me a messenger or a message or whatever, and you ain't got to be my friend.
Right, I'm
That's
wide
why
open
that
like that.
stuff come on there. I just was looking on the Facebook thing. I don't be on Facebook like that. Somebody could have. You can hack it. I wouldn't know. So
Don't say that. Don't
look
say
No, I'll
that
here,
let you
loud.
know.
if
I'll let you
if
know. I'll
if
message you.
if
I'll
if
call you. I'll be like,
if,
hey.
if you were to get unfriended by me, my thing was hacked because I don't even go. I can't tell you. I just looked on there, and I can't tell you the last time I looked on there since then. Oh, I think I
Yeah.
looked because somebody sent the video. So I just noticed how people are so caught up on this social media and how it's dictating for some folks their relationships
Exactly.
and also
That's
how they live
toxic.
and also how they live their lives themselves, and it's like, good Lord, this social media is so dangerous that people don't even realize it. If you
Well,
were to just
it's
to look
causing
at
problems in relationships. It is. People are breaking up. People are
it
man
caused
getting
problem
with.
in politics. It caused problem in politics. It caused problems in community.
Yeah, there's
This
also
thing is
cyberbullying as well.
crazy. This
It
thing
is.
is crazy.
It's out of
But,
control.
but people allow themselves to get so caught up in it. But you see, well, you just would have to watch that show on Netflix.
What's that
So,
show called?
Social Dilemma, I think it's called. And it's
There's a few
gonna,
I'm a.
documentaries I've seen about
yeah.
social media
And you
and
see
the
how
and
them
the bad
guys
effects about it.
actually went to guys who worked for these Facebooks and Googles and stuff, who went to these places and was saying, "Oh, YouTube might not like that,"
You're doing too much. Doing too much.
but they was just saying the effects. Hello,
Mhm.
Okay.
check it out for yourself.
Real and I just wanted to touch on that because yeah, people are unfriending and doing all
Algorithms,
that because they mates are getting really pissed off at them,
algorithms.
on Facebook. What that mean?
Oh, Mr. Ben, what's
They
good,
they
Oh,
bro?
Ben,
they
what's
watching
going
with it?
all
on,
your
Mr. Ben?
moves. So
Yeah,
Watching
they
my
people,
what?
watching all your Ben. Ben, we was just touching briefly on social media.
they know how to keep you hooked. They
If
know how
you're
to keep you
if
hooked.
somebody you
That's
kicking it
true.
with
That's true.
all of a sudden unfriends you, would you take that personally, or would you think they got some stuff going on, or what?
No, I don't take it personal. That just mean they're not interested in being in the lane that you in.
I like that take on it.
Hello now.
The
Take
other
that.
thing I'm gonna say is
Boom.
like,
My
you know,
internet is unstable. What you say?
some couples they make a decision in the beginning of the relationship. Okay, we're not gonna be Facebook friends because I don't want to see what you got going on, and I don't want to see what I got going on. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want nobody flirting with you. I don't want to see nobody like your pictures. I don't
Mm,
want to put that in our relationship.
mm. Yeah, I know, cause it be so woo,
Yeah,
especially on
I think
TikTok.
if it's
Mm.
established from the beginning, but if you midway in your relationship with somebody and all of a sudden they just want to zap you off, I mean that could be a slap in the face for real.
You
Them
want
Yeah,
to
cheeks,
take
them
me off
cheeks. It be some
Facebook?
cheeks on there.
All you got to do is log me out because I do not remember my password.
Oh my God.
All you got to
I
do is
say
log
mine
me
on
out.
Google.
You log me
Mine
out,
on Google,
and
baby.
I'm on Facebook.
Yeah, you gotta.
Uh,
It's interesting. So you guys stop letting these social media sites
Run your
ruin your
life.
relationships and your closeness with somebody. If they don't
It's
want
not the
you on their
site itself.
page, and don't
It's the
take me off
people.
of your page and then
It's
want to
the
come back
people.
and put me on your page. If you take
I
me
hear
off,
I've
you,
had a
keep
few
me
people
off.
JJ.
do that.
You know what I'm
I'm sorry.
saying? They want to
I'm
come
so,
back and put you on. No, if you take me off, keep me off. If I take you off, you getting stayed off.
Oh wow.
Yep.
You ever see that Sister Charlene or whatever on YouTube?
Yep.
I went to go
Yep.
see her in San Jose at the Improv, and she was talking about take me off your Facebook, unfriend me. She was singing this gospel song like unfriend me,
Charlene funny.
unfriend me. Y'all to
Unfriend me.
check
As a
her
matter
out.
of fact, block
She
me.
just
'Cause, you know,
say
block is the
Damn.
ultimate. Block me. You
Mm.
can't even send me another friend request. Block me, okay? Block me.
I
Yeah.
had that done by a family member of mine. Just thinking about that, I had a family member got mad because I asked her a question about something she posted, and she unfriended me and blocked. I said, "Wow,
Do you get a notification or something?
no, you just you
How
push
you
the
block.
know?
You
Yeah,
How
you
you
go to
know?
push
look at
the
if
that
you
button
try
and
to
page.
block.
request that person again, it ain't gonna let you. They not coming up.
Yeah, you'll know through Messenger because if they block you, you're not gonna be able to find their page. So you'll go in your Messenger and you'll try to message them, and as soon as you send the message, it'll say this message is not sent.
And you be
Good.
like,
I was
something must be
glad though, because she
wrong.
had some trash content. I was glad.
Mm.
Trash content. Crying about men all
see,
the
Ben
time
is
in
saying that was a
relationships.
family member. That wasn't a friend. That was a family.
I have
So it
several
happened.
family members that are deleted and blocked, and that's to protect my peace. Sometimes, just because we related, don't mean we gotta be friends. Oh
Oh
well.
my God.
Oh well.
But
I mean,
Good riddance.
it's sad that it's like that, but sometimes it's like that.
I
Sometimes you have
have
to.
people. I got people who not even blood related to me, and they more family than my actual blood family.
Oh wow.
So hey,
But you're not alone, JJ. You're not alone. It ain't
You
nothing.
sure ain't.
It ain't nothing dysfunctional about that. It's the reality.
it's just
Sometimes it
real.
is
It's
what
just
it is.
real.
Ain't that right, y'all?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I've had to put some. Okay, next.
Ah, you gonna
So
leave
I
it
said what
alone?
I said. Any of my family that see this, I said what I said, and I meant it.
Hello. He meant it,
Uh-oh.
y'all. He ain't called out no name, but he
No,
meant it.
they know who
Every
they are.
word he said.
They know exactly who they are.
He said
You guys,
family.
I did a video recently on YouTube regarding does size really matter? And it was, does size really matter when it comes to a clap? Does size really matter?
If you got big
And that's
hands
for
or
a
little
female
hands.
and a male.
Didn't you get thousands of views on this video?
I got a lot of views on
You
that
got
one.
thousands of views on this one.
Big hands, little hands.
This one I did one about what if he's too big. That one had gotten thousands. I just did one the other day that's taken off about the size really matter, and I talked in depth about men and women, because you have women who have Grand Canyons, as I called it, and you have men who have large, they're largely endowed. But when it comes to kicking it with somebody or being with somebody or getting with somebody for life, does size really matter? Is it really about the size? That's the deciding factor.
It's that fear factor.
Huh?
It's that fear factor.
It could be. And I also made the point about, say for instance, you've been dating somebody for 6 months. You don't really know what size they are. What do? Bring a tape measure at the time of the situation and measure it? Because they have
You've been dating them for 6 months and you don't know what size they are.
Some people don't. But then I made a point that as women, we can touch and feel and squeeze even with his clothes on. And we can get an idea of the imprint and the engorgement of his size based on how we are touching him.
Okay.
I mean, really though, just to put it in a very grown folk way. Or women, now that's different with women.
Sorry.
You know what, Ben? You really need to do something with yourself. Okay, so like with with women, with them having Grand Canyons, it's hard for a man to really tell unless he getting ready to dive into the situation, right? You guys
No,
don't really know she's grand.
No.
How can you find out she's grand before you get to it? What do you think?
because they
Some-
test waters before they test the waters.
Oh,
Is that
You put
playing
your
with
finger in
it?
there first? Well, I
Yep.
imagine the older somebody is, the more the canyon's gonna be a little bigger. I would imagine
Oh
when they
my
kind of
God.
young, the canyon
Well,
is
I don't
kind
know
of
if the
small.
canyon gets bigger as she gets older. I know with men,
When you have baby through that thing, don't it get
I
bigger?
know his pecker don't get bigger as he gets older. It shrinks.
Why don't it? Why not? Why would it shrink?
It shrinks.
It does not shrink.
Keep living, my brother. How old are you?
It does not shrink.
You better ask somebody.
Especially if they constantly exercising.
It gets
that blood is
smaller.
pumping good through the body.
It gets smaller as he gets older. Don't be upset. But you're going to
Oh
shrink.
man. Hey, John.
You're going to
Oh.
shrink, my dear.
Have you
You're going to shrink.
experienced this? Have you experienced shrinkage, John?
I'm telling you what I know.
Sharon, you see I turned my camera off, Sharon.
No shrinkage.
Now-
Where's she getting
Now,
that
Ben
shrinkage
is
from?
trying to say he gonna come with 10 minutes left in the show
We
trying
done
to rattle some
we
cages.
done with the
What Ben is trying to
from
say.
does it matter to the age that shrinkage comes
my
into
goodness.
your life.
I ain't got no
No, he's
shrinkage.
trying
I don't
to
know what you're
say-
talking about.
That women get bigger as she get older.
That's not necessary. That's not
That's
true.
not what I said. I said
that's
a
not-
woman
he
with
said-
a bigger hoo-ha. A woman with a bigger hoo-ha probably would be older than a young girl. A young girl,
That's not
18,
true,
19.
Ben.
That's not true. That's not true.
Ben.
It's some 20-year-olds with some big old canyons.
If she
There-
didn't
there-
talk
there's
about 3
some,
kids, she
man.
probably got a bigger one than a 40-year-old.
She ain't gotta drop no kids. You gotta understand. We talking anatomy.
Anatomy,
It
thank
ain't
you.
the same for
So it
everybody.
could be
I was just about to say
That
that. Thank you,
tells
Minister
you
John. Thank
there's
you. It's not the
five,
same for
there's-
everybody.
I mean,
On the outside, but on the inside.
No.
I knew this would be a great debate. It could be the elasticity.
It don't
in
matter.
The hoo-ha. It don't have to be because
the
the
debate
points I made in the video. One of the points I made is when women have babies, it goes back down, but I don't know if it goes all the way back down.
They got
some
keto. They got kettle. They do them kettles.
Everybody don't
and them
do that.
Everybody don't do
exercises.
the Kegel.
No, but
exercise.
some don't. But I say they do, or some do other exercise, and some just go down. It all depends.
Does it go all the way back down?
Different women, it's biology. We can't. That's something you can't even debate
So it
about.
depends on the elasticity of the woman's hoo-ha.
Oh Lord! If you want to call it,
what it depends on, Sharon?
The anatomy. It could depend on how that person is made.
So if she had a little canyon in the beginning,
okay,
and she has 3 babies, her canyon gonna go back to being little?
Let's say this: you have a young lady who weighs 125 pounds, and you have another young lady who weighs 275 pounds. Who has a bigger hoo-ha?
The 275-pound woman can have a small hoo-ha.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with how much you weigh.
And this goes back to but this is the thing. It goes back to what I'm trying to say. You can't debate what it does. It all depends on that person. So we
you
can't
saying
say,
if your
it goes
waistline get
back.
bigger? You saying if your waistline get bigger, your coochie get bigger too?
No. I said hoo-ha, Ben. Nobody said cuckoo.
No, but let's keep it real. but let's keep real. Some men would say, "Ooh, she probably got a big old thing on her," because they look at the size on
It
her.
ain't the size
Or
of
with
her body.
I know, but we're just saying how we look at things. So we can't say that the shrinkage, oh, it shrinks down, or it stays. And
Tell
then
you,
you
it's some
have
little
a
5'4"
and then you
men
have a
that got
woman
little
who
feet and
shrinks
little
all the way
hands
back down.
that'll rock your world with
Because
a big one.
you have some women who go shrink all
It
the
ain't
way
about the
down,
size.
and it feels almost like the first time each time.
Mm.
You have some women that's what?
That shrink down to where it almost feel like the first time each time, to where they
Like
have
Does
to
she's
it
a
just
take it
virgin?
easy.
what about with the
Like
additional
she's a
activity?
virgin?
Like, yeah, if somebody is doing it on a regular basis 3-4 times a day, does it change the size of the canyon?
I don't know.
See what
I
I
would
mean?
think that
I don't know if
I
it
would think that
does.
it stretches the muscle. Yes, I would think that sooner or later the elasticity in the muscle stretches
Because the activity of the muscle.
if you do it a lot.
Mm.
If you
Okay,
do it
I
a
don't
lot,
know.
of course, you know what I'm saying.
I wouldn't be trying now. Y'all excuse me. I'm just be keeping it real. I ain't concerned. I ain't never gonna show up with no tape measure or no depth finder. You know, the party only require you come with a solo cup and some drink.
That's it.
No,
If one hole is too
but I ain't
loose,
never
you go
heard
to the
bring
other
no
hole.
tape. Come on, it ain't. That's where
Excuse me, Ben. Excuse me,
everybody
Juan.
get mixed up with that.
What? What's
You know,
wrong?
because when you into the person, you ain't tripping off too much.
That's right.
Come
That's
on
right.
now. When
It's
it's
bigger
on
than
and cracking,
about size. My point exactly. It's a lot more that you have to focus on, and that's important than the size of the canyon or the width and the length of his. But some will argue the fact. They say size do matter. If a man is a little bitty almond, it's it's not going to be appeasing to
Hey,
the
can
woman.
I give some advice on that then?
I think
If you
that's
saying
just a
that?
choice.
Because they do have electronic tools that you can insert before you insert yourself, so it helps to get it a little deeper in the situation.
They have electronic toys.
Yeah, they have the little egg, you know, you can use, and you can actually put that in there while you in there too. So
I was just about to say that you beat me
if
to
you want to
it.
get
They
it a
got
little deeper
something.
in
They
there,
got something.
they got something you put on your thing.
That's right.
Yep, and then boom.
It lay on
Yep.
it. They got something that it lay on it, wraps around, and then they get it right and sit it out there.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Men can put on strap-ons too.
Yep.
Yeah, he said strap-on. Well,
it's the truth.
This
It's
is
the truth.
A man with a
welcome-
strap on. Okay, you go into the store, you buy a 10-inch strap on, right?
If
he's
No, you
lacking-
don't have to. You put it on. You insert it on your male part, and so instead of strapping, you just push it on there, and it slides in, and you get additional girth and length.
Oh no! They
Okay,
got
so
this
that's if the woman is, you know, she got to be participating. She has to want to do all this, you guys. Come on.
No,
Dude,
but they got.
It's got to show up with the suitcase. It's got to show up with their little briefcase, and they got they things in there. I mean, dude, like you said, who cares if it's too big?
I don't
You
feel
do
as
whatever
though
you
that
wanna
should
do.
be a reason to stop seeing somebody that's
they do it.
awesome in
They
all
do it.
different areas because they need to go get the strap-ons and all that. The size shouldn't be the deciding factor if you're going to continue to see that person.
It
That's
do.
what I'm saying.
Some women see it and get terrified and say no, thank you.
What if it's too small or
if it's too big or it's too small?
Yep.
They'll say no, thank you.
Yeah, because I think even with men who are large, they do have issues because a lot of women can't take that largeness.
That's their choice, man or woman. If a man decides, if he feels like he's loose and a man decides to go ahead, that's the choice he made. or a woman,
Mm-hmm.
that's the choice. They had a right to make that choice if they want
That's
to.
right.
But in
That's
the
right.
long run, you're gonna find yourself wondering about the choices you didn't make. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a choice. It
So
don't matter.
YOLO.
size matters for some, and size don't matter for some. I mean, is that
Because
fair
some
to
prefer
say?
small, some prefer. So there was a conversation at one time similar to this, and it
Okay.
was surprising how a lot of women said they prefer shorter penises because the way it was positioned against them and how they created more orgasms for them and
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mhm.
So it goes back again. It's almost like when we talk about anatomy, right? It's almost like linking up. That's all. You just link up correctly. But
It's an individual thing.
but that's based on, are you going, because you can sit there with whatever you carrying and don't know how to work it. You can give anybody a water hose, but don't know how to turn it on. So come on now. So it's all about what you do. I say,
Gareth,
like
you
you
have
say,
this look on your face like, what the heck is going
what
on
was that
here?
song? Give them what you got, give them what you got, give them what you got, give them what you got. What's that song? Give them what you got, give them what. Shoot, if you can't come from the hip, then you come from the lip.
Lordy, did he not say come from the hip, from the lip to the hip? Hey, I think it's
I like
all
Yeah.
that.
about it's
I
all
like
about the
that.
skill.
No,
It's the maturity
no.
in the skill set. You
I
have to
heard
know.
that.
Make the ocean really ocean.
Yeah, you gotta know wherever you're lacking. You gotta know how to pop it back with whatever. It's just skill level. And one thing I didn't discuss I discussed going into the store and all this stuff in the video, but I didn't think about the strap-ons. There is strap-ons, and
Mm-hmm.
some people get them for multiple reasons. But that is one of the reasons if you did have a small almond and she was into she wanted big ones, because a lot of women just are not into the big ones. It just is too much.
Some women
So
can that they have small canyons, or their service is or that shaft is short.
right,
So
or it's
Yeah,
tilted.
Yeah,
you just put your
tilted
Sometimes
finger up
it's
like
cervix,
you in
tilted.
church
It's
and say, I
tilted.
got something for that. That's all.
tilted cervix.
Yeah. Or a dude with a
Yeah.
big one, he can put a smaller one on for it. Say, oh, you scared of the big one? Okay. I put a little smaller one on for you, and we be just fine.
Oh my
It's a
God.
matter of getting to know who you dealing with, and
Yeah,
being,
instead of me
if
getting it
you're the
inside,
type
I can
that's
get it
bouncing
another way.
around with different women or different men, it's gonna be hard to really discern. But if you have a regular partner and you guys are in tune with one another, you have to
That's right.
find out what works for you. That's not a reason to leave somebody that's really awesome in all other areas because they're
Check
too
it out.
small, because
Right.
they're too big, because
Some
right.
she's
people can give
too
you other
wide.
avenues. Under the
No.
arms.
I'm
The cheekies. We
saying,
just
No, you didn't
fix
say
them with the cheekies.
underarms.
No,
The
Ben. Okay,
underarms.
Ben.
The
yeah.
warmer
But
areas. It's a lot to do that.
What he
the
say? Under
thing
the
is,
He
arm?
said
Did he say
underarms.
under the arm?
Underarms.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, underarm.
when
Underarm.
you
Some got
connect it
big
with
bellies. They put them
somebody,
in the flaps of the belly. Yeah,
yeah,
interesting.
when you
Okay.
Just work it
connect it
out.
with somebody, I always say, like, if in the state of that, you should be in a point of where you can free your mind. You shouldn't be focused on
And the
things,
rest will
because
follow.
come on, and that's how
Yeah.
things happen, and you'd be surprised what takes place. I mean, husband and wives are surviving and going into their late ages because their mind is not
Mm-hmm.
focused on nothing else but them. It's about them, and they're having amazing. You ask them, and it's amazing. It's amazing, you know. But even if you was to watch them with your own eyes, you won't be able to see what they see. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
No, because it's deeper. They go deeper than that.
that's right. That's right. So you know,
And it's
it
supposed to
don't
go
matter.
deeper than that.
It don't
What
matter
happened when
because
they
if it's a
can't do one
big
of them have
deal,
sex no more? What
mm,
happened when the man pecker don't get straight or no more?
yeah. And then you got to realize too.
I'm watching
Yeah,
I
when
this
mean,
show.
his pecker has just
Hey, y'all watch the show Marry Me? You ever seen that on OWN?
no.
You seen that yet? You should check that out. It's what the premise of the marriage the show is a lot of times is the man or the woman. A lot of it's been the woman. They propose marriage and then they go and get married the same. So they've been in relationships with people for 2 or 3 years. You know, and to watch you know, some of these people reactions to that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because love conquers you can see when somebody is really into it for that person. So they not
Yeah.
concerned with all that stuff that's on the side and I wanted to get to it, but I didn't. You know, they just gone in and they want to be with each other. And that's what
Yeah.
the premise is. Find somebody you want to be with. You know, all that, oh, is she too big or he too, man, when you at a certain age, you might not be doing that no more.
Even if you
want
even if you have a big one, when you get older, it may not be as big as the thing is.
Here you go.
When it's a
People
size
should
that
not
you
be
can't
looking at the
stand,
size. It's not about the size.
Women have sex with women and they never penetrate anything. So what are we talking about?
look, when you feel like you can't stand the when it's
hello. What did you say, John?
when it's the size that you can't stand, sometimes give a hand.
You know what? I'm not with you. I'm not with you. You have to find some creative ways to make it work, whether it's too big, too small, or too wide and too loosey-goosey, as I call it. Because some women are loosey-goosey. Some men are too long, too wide, too big. And you have to find what works for you and your partner, period.
Ooh, I know how
but
to
that
handle
should
that.
be the reason
Wow.
you stop seeing somebody is because of size. I wouldn't
Ain't
give up
nothing
a good
wrong.
man because of his size. I wouldn't do it. We would have to work something out.
Oh, if he's a big dude, you wouldn't
If
you
he's
wouldn't
big
have no
or
fear.
little, I'm not gonna
I ain't
judge
talking about
him
the
as
little. I'm talking about big. You wouldn't have any fear. You just a warrior for love, huh?
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't have no fear, but we would have to get creative in how we're gonna deal with this big one. You know, sometimes the big one can't penetrate all the way in. It's a way that you have to do, and it depends on how gentle the man is and his skill level.
So would they
and
have
this
to
and that.
tell you ahead of time? Would y'all have a
I would
conversation ahead
find
of
out
time?
once he dropped them draws. I would know how big it is. I know what's going on
He
with my
knows what's
cat.
up already. But would y'all have some work where he tell you, he's like, baby, you know, I know we in love and stuff, but I got something to tell you. You know, I'm above average. You know, and
I don't
you
think
might
you
have to
should have
work
a
up to me.
discussion about how big and how little you are before you go there. It just they gonna find out.
So what does that do? The terror just hits you.
You find
sometimes
out and you work together about it. You
that's
work
right.
together about it, or you
Sometimes
decide it's not for you. One or the other. I mean,
that's right.
you don't. Why should we have a discussion at the dinner table about how endowed you are? You don't need to tell me that.
It don't matter.
That's a turn off. Quick turn off.
Ain't that a turn off, Sharon?
That's a
Tell
quick
you I'm a big fella. That's
Yep.
a turn off.
Yep.
Yes.
Why would that be a turn off?
Because why are
I'll
we
be
talking?
like that. We ain't never had a discussion.
Like she said, y'all done been together about 90 days. Y'all done been on about 20 different dates. And it's about, it's about to get to that point, and you just tell, hey, baby, I got this issue and I want to tell you about it. I got a 14-incher, and it's a pretty big, and I don't want the terror to hit you when we. Why would you be mad at somebody doing that?
That shouldn't be a discussion.
The terror.
Oh, okay. So it better not be no discussion when it get pulled out then. Okay? No discussion when it get pulled out.
The thing is, you work with what you got when it happens. Okay. You don't sit pre dinner or pre
you know
what, and say, well, I'm loosey goosey down there. I need you to know, my brother. Yeah. I'm big. I'm wide. I'm 14-incher. Can you deal with that? That's not a conversation. It's a turn off.
Like just park the car. Just park the car.
Just wait until it happens.
No, just park the car. You never have a discussion where you're gonna park. Sometimes you park a 1-car in a 2-car garage. And sometimes you park a car in a 1-car garage and you don't close the door on the garage because the car gotta hang out a little bit in the driveway. You just make it happen. It ain't about that. We just make it happen. Sure.
Because her canyon, at the time that you're making it happen, like John's saying, her canyon may be accommodating to 14. Man, we don't know that until you both get to that, or it may not. But this is something as a couple at the time that it happens, that you both discern, okay, am I too big for her or too little?
I say this,
find out as you go through it.
I'll be like, when you have a
pothole that is extra big, you just add things to the pothole so it fits what you need. So if you need to add another something in that hole.
Thanks for joining in, my friend.
All right,
we about to end very soon.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Y'all have a good night.
Ooh, we have a good
day, sweetheart. Thanks for coming by.
All right.
Ooh, see you later. Why you always do this kind of stuff? And I seen the video too. I meant to start commenting on it, but I thought about it. I said, let me just listen.
You should have.
I was just listening.
You should have commented on it. That's what I want you to do.
Hey, Ben.
I didn't like all the formulas. Did you listen to it, John? I didn't like the formula she was using. The canyons and he's a little.
It's like this. Look here.
A hell of formula.
If I ever read, it don't matter what they say. It's good to have a piece of the property. So it don't matter which side. It could be small. At least I got a piece. It could be, hey, if it's big, I'm just gonna feel like, whoa, I got a whole lot all to myself.
That's what's up.
It don't.
I told you, like you gotta just if one hole is too big, it's another hole that'll take care of the situation. Y'all work together. There's other holes, there's other things you can do. Like you said, the hand. It's a lot of stuff you can do to get what you need.
Your marriage should not be focusing on with this and that and all this and how big, how small and wide, how much one way and everything else. How who got hair, who ain't got no hair.
I thought that it would be a good topic to bring up on the show tonight because it was definitely a good video. It was a great video. I got a lot of great feedback. It's fun and nice when we can bring this stuff to the table, and all opinions is definitely taken with respect and warranted. And men and women, it's nice to just talk about what the ideas are from both of you, because people deal with this. People deal with Grand Canyons. They deal with too small. They deal with too big.
Canyons. Why
It
you?
ended up being your
I'm like
Grand Canyon,
Ben.
right? That's
I'm
my
starting to.
Grand
I'm
Canyon.
starting to feel like Ben. Why are you using Grand Canyon? Because who determines what it is?
That's right.
You know what I'm
A
saying?
Grand Canyon is a big one.
To who? To who?
That's
A
right.
Grand Canyon is big.
To
A
who?
14 inch,
It
that ain't
depends on
big
the
to him.
person that's delivering the message. A Grand Canyon is big. If you
A
have a
He
grand,
little
might have
bitty,
created
to
a
me,
Grand
hey,
if you
Canyon.
have
a Grand
a little
Canyon.
bitty small river now, that's small. You have a Grand
Hey,
Canyon is big. But
sometimes you
it's to
start
your
out with a little
imagination.
plot. Sometimes you start out with a little plot of land, and that's fine. Sometimes that's all you need is a little plot. And then if it's big, that's fine. If it's
That's
what you want
fine.
to call a Grand Canyon, just look how much real estate you got all to yourself. Stop playing.
And that's
Mhm.
great to look at it that way, John.
They ain't
That's
gotta go
great
to the
to look at it.
metaverse.
Come
No
on.
In
metaverse.
regards to the real estate, and like Ben said, if one don't work, go to the next hole. I mean, you know
There
what I'm
you
saying?
go.
It just depends on it's the creativity and it's the maturity of the individuals that makes it all work. It's not some reason why
Okay.
you should just say I'm done with somebody. You know, it's not a reason. But I do appreciate you guys chiming in on this one. I thought it would be interesting in the show with that. That was an interesting topic. I wanted to know how you felt. I thank and welcome each and every one of your comments and opinions. You know, nobody is wrong when it comes to this table talk. You know, it's just us coming together as grown folks and saying what we feel. Garuth, you said a little bit about it, but I heard you. I heard you. And it's not about the size of the mhm.
Go ahead.
It's not about the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean.
That's
So
right.
you gotta know how with your skill level, with your
What?
maturity, with your
What?
experience on how to
What?
make that boat,
Where
that
did you
that
get that
that motion
from?
of the ocean and rear that boat. It's
No, it
not
ain't the
about how
motion of the
little,
ocean.
it's not about how big,
It's
it's
not
not
the it's not
about
the
how
ocean
wide.
motion of the ocean. It's not the ocean of the motion or the motion of the ocean.
You heard me, John. Quit
Because see,
playing.
the motion of the ocean can take you any kind of way. It's the sailor,
We
it's the
ain't talking
captain.
about where
It's
it
the
take you. We
captain.
talking
It's the
about the
captain
motion.
of the boat. It's the captain of the
Yeah.
boat
Oh
who's
Yeah.
making the motion. Who's
They
making?
ain't even the
Okay.
captains now.
See, hold
Because
on.
we
Let me
sharing
finish. Listen,
responsibility.
listen. It's the captain of the boat who's making the
Yeah.
motion in the ocean. Hello
Oh.
now.
Mm.
Hello.
Hello.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Hello. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't
Uh,
nothing wrong with you guys are great. I just love you guys.
Oh,
Just bring the
man.
real, you
toot
know,
your
and
toot your
sometimes
boot
a little.
horn. Your foghorn.
But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all want to keep it going. We got to end our show tonight. I want to
All
thank all
right.
my guests, all my panel, everybody tuning in. We love you. Mwah. We do this every Sunday on the Donna Smith Show, Grown Folk Table Talk. We will be back. Dang, we are in August in a minute, right?
That's right. Tomorrow.
Wow, we'll be back
Mañana.
August 7th, Sunday. We will be back here with some more grown folk talk and discussion. Look out for my videos during the week. I do afternoon thoughts. I do evening thoughts. I do midday thoughts. I do whatever comes to mind and share my little thoughts with you guys. And we'll see you next week. We want to say goodbye. Thank you for